Welcome to M2ville. This empty plot of land will become a thriving city for the new LEGO Marvel Series 2. In today's episode, we'll be focusing on Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. Alright, these figures look pretty great. I'm glad we finally got them in a minifigure series or set, just any form of getting them. Hawkeye, I'm super glad we have this figure now. The hilarious black and purple suit was did not need to fall over. Whole production's ruined. Anyway, he looks great. Drop the owl, which I'll show off real quick. Comes with a little baby owl piece. Very random, but cool. He has a bow. I think this is a new bow piece, actually. He hasn't seen this before. He has his little quiver in the back here, and this nice, cool new Hawkeye hair that's going to be in the Avengers Tower set, too. So, yeah. Moving on over, we have Kate Bishop. Love the colors on this character. Again, with the new bow piece. She also comes with a box of pizza, which is in her hand upside down. The hit the spot pizza. Did somebody say spot? But yeah, she comes with a quiver and this hairpiece. I don't think is new. I'm pretty sure it's from the Lego Batman movie, Batgirl. And then the dog looks adorable. Yeah, I think it's a new piece, actually. I'm pretty sure it's a new piece. But, yeah, you can see we got the dog here. And, yeah, pretty great figures all around. Glad to finally have them. I feel like the only fitting build for them would be an apartment building, like the one they live in the actual show, which, side note, I haven't watched in, like, 2 years, because it's not that great. I'm going to start off by saying this is going to be heavily inspired by the B3's Muppet Tower, but you won't be able to notice. I started off with a rough outline to get an idea of how big it will be. I also wanted to add an elevator shaft in, so I was trying to figure out the right measurements to get that, so you'll see me doing that here. Eventually moved up to my table to work on this. Now that I had the outline of it done, I was working on mainly the interior design and also just structural things. To finish off the lobby interior, I added a desk with a chair. And yeah, now it's time to move on to the rest of the floors. As you can see here, I used 4x4 plates to reinforce the flooring pieces so it wouldn't collapse, because I wanted to make each floor twice the width that it was already at for more interior space. Now that I had that finished, it was ready for people to move in, like our first resident, Gary, the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. You see, Gary lives a simple lifestyle. He only has the necessities of what you need and nothing more. You'll see me here add in a table. You can see there's a bed there in the back already. Kind of hard to see, but there's a bit of a counter back there, and then for the table, I added a chair. Like I said, very simplistic, but he's got the necessities. And you can see him here now in his apartment. Moving up to the next floor, we have our next resident, Tony Stark. For his apartment, he wanted to have all his suits in there, so I had to figure out a way to fit them all in there in a very tight, cramped space. So I actually finished building the rest of the apartment building off camera, but I'll show you what I did now. For the lobby floor, we have some nice red carpeting with a small little check-in desk, along with an elevator with, I can't remember her name, from the Black Widow movie. We have Gary here in his nice little apartment, and you can see everything in there I already pointed out earlier. Up next, we have Tony's apartment, which I wanted to channel the energy of my robot factory I built a few months ago, because views, and also because I thought it'd add a little bit of color to this apartment building. Up next, we have the penthouse with Hawkeye and Kate Bishop living in it. In the back, it's hard to see, but there's a flat screen TV along with the plush red couch a little target for them to shoot at. And yeah, that's the apartment building. I also make sure the elevator was working too. I forgot to point that out. It also gets stuck a lot, so you know, it's a bit stubborn. But now it's time to add it into the city. So you can see here, it was a bit of a struggle because everything wanted to keep falling apart, and also trying to get this to stand on the base plates was very hard. But I got it in the end. And side note, it's actually been moved from the spot that I put it in this time lapse, but that was at a later date, so you know. This building looks amazing, and I'm finally glad it's in the city, and it looks great. Also, I'm not playing music over the outro. I'm not getting copyrighted again.